Hi, Kevin Henry, the Group Editorial Director for Advanced Star and Dental Products Report. And I'm on a Google Hangout today with Alan Johnson. And Alan, would you take just a minute and introduce yourself to our viewers?
Sure, Kevin. My name is Alan Johnson with Patterson Dental. I was one of the original creators of OnTrack and now work in the marketing department.
And you mentioned OnTrack, and it's a product that we featured on our August cover of Dental Products Report. And Alan, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on this Hangout today is just talk a little bit about the product and kind of how you see it fitting into dental practices around the country.
Certainly. Well, OnTrack is a cloud-based, really business intelligence system that's designed to empower the team and really empower the practice to be able to achieve their goals. We want to do it cloud-based, that way it can be used on any computer or any mobile device. And really what it comes down to is just what you pay attention to works. And so by creating an easy to interact with display to be able to use bright colors and to put the information right there, what we're really trying to do is empower team members to do what they do best, which is take care of patients.
And one of the things that I've really been drawn to about OnTrack is that it's a very data-driven program. And in today's business society, I know data is such an important thing to be able to analyze and see where your business can do better. And so will you just talk a little bit about the data-driven side of OnTrack and how dental practices should use that?
Absolutely. And data is an interesting word because you can drown in data if you're tracking just for the sake of tracking. And that's one of the things that we really wanted to focus on with OnTrack, was to focus on useful data around behaviors. An example I use quite often is that of passive information, such as your production or collections or accounts receivable. These are things that are reflective of what occurred, versus active statistics. Are we collecting at the time of service? Are we reappointing for hygiene? Are we using the intraoral camera? And practice management softwares do a great job of collecting all of that passive data, because we run reports, but then we die from all those reports. And so OnTrack intentionally is designed to kind of sit on top of those practice management and drive the day-to-day behavior, the active statistics, give you real-time feedback, and truly make a difference in your practice so that you don't drown in data.
I know one of the things that I always hear from dentists and dental professionals around the country is that they always want to hear how it's been, how it's been used by some of their colleagues or how it works in some of their colleagues' practices. Could you just kind of give us an example of maybe a success story or somewhere where OnTrack's really made a difference for a practice?
Absolutely. Oftentimes the first step is just overcoming that very natural fear that any type of tracking is Big Brother, or oh my gosh, we're implementing something so the doctor can watch out for us. And case in point, a doctor in the Bay Area really found that it was empowering to his team because they took pride in how often they were reappointing for hygiene. They got to see their personal statistics. Oftentimes we manage by feel instead of fact. And so this one hygienist, sweetheart, love her to death, thought she was using the camera all the time, but when she actually started tracking it, she realized that she would get busy. And so her head wanted to use the camera, but her muscle memory would just get busy. And so by creating that awareness, they immediately saw increased production. They saw increased communication. Their schedule started staying more tightly packed because they were just more aware of what they were doing. I really love production growth, but really it's just a byproduct of doing good while doing good. Focus on what we need to do patient by patient, and the finances just follow naturally.
What's kind of one key point that you always want to make sure somebody knows about OnTrack?
One key point is that I always want them to know that it's easy and fast. When that patient's in front of you, your time needs to be spent with that patient. And so we designed OnTrack to not take a whole bunch of time during that patient interaction. It's all about empowering you, doing what you know to do best, and just providing some support and some guidance.
Alan, it's great, and certainly people can learn more about it in the article that we have attached to this video. But would also love it if you just give somebody a website or another way of getting some more information if they have some other questions.
Absolutely. I'd strongly recommend going to www.myontrack.com, and OnTrack is OnTrack, so there's a K at the end, myontrack.com. not only is there some information on screen, but there's some great short videos that really give you a glimpse into how powerful this tool is for your practice.
Alan, thanks so much for your time, and thanks for the words about OnTrack. I really do appreciate it.
Kevin, thank you. You have a great day.